All right, here we go. Diving into H today as we continue working our way through 5 keys to shift your wellness. This is the biggest key to unlocking your weight loss, which is actually fat loss success. Yes, today we are talking about hormones. I'm Brandy Neller, certified nutrition counselor and founder of Wellness Shifted, where we help you to take charge of your health and wellness so you can ditch dieting, increase your energy, and live a life you love. Getting your body to access and utilize fat for fuel all comes down to your hormones. Your hormones are chemical messengers responsible for a multitude of physiological processes in your body. If these chemical messengers are depleted, flooding your system, or are not being heard properly by your hormone receptors, then you are experiencing things like fatigue, sleep issues, feeling wired and tired, or laying down to go to sleep but waking up in the middle of the night. Brain fog, weight loss resistance. You know, you're doing everything right, eating less, exercising more, but little to no progress. Depression, anxiety, loss of libido, belly fat, sugar cravings, joint pain, and it goes on. As we age, we know our hormones are supposed to naturally decline. This is a good thing. However, if you're experiencing any of those things that I just listed, it's likely that your hormones have prematurely plummeted. Now, when I talk about hormones, you're probably thinking of sex hormones like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Although these things play a major role, there are over 50 different hormones in your body that contribute to your metabolism, like your thyroid hormones, your insulin, leptin, ghrelin, your adrenal hormones like cortisol and DHEA, your anti-aging human growth hormone, your melatonin that helps you regulate your sleep and wake cycles, and more. Now you may be wondering, okay, I have some of those symptoms, but how did I get my hormones so out of whack? The number one disruptor is stress. Stressors come in many forms: big life changes like marriage, job changes, divorce, or having kids, or chronic ongoing stressors like work environment, productivity demands, raising a family, or taking care of sick loved ones, and different traumas like car accidents, childhood traumas, sexual, emotional, or physical abuse. Even heavy exercise and dieting is stressful to your body. When our bodies react to these stressors, we are flooded with chemical messengers that help us to fight, flee, or freeze. Cortisol is one of those chemical messengers that is produced by your adrenal glands, and it elevates your blood sugar so you have a quick energy source to utilize. This is great when there's actually a bear to run from, or some real danger to survive. However, in today's society, we are constantly having those stress responses to daily stressors that we don't need this flooding of fight, flight, or freeze hormones. In these cases, we still get the cortisol flood, which signals the release of glucose into the blood. Then insulin comes to decrease our blood sugar by storing that sugar as fat to use later. And then we crave more sugar or simple carbs that quickly turn into sugar to replace our glycogen stores, again causing our insulin to pump into our system to store excess glucose as fat. Do this over and over again, you will have plenty of extra fat stores, especially belly fat, adrenal dysfunction, insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and a cascade of hormone dysregulation, estrogen dominance, thyroid dysfunction, and more. If you are experiencing irregular menses, heavy bleeding, weight gain, especially in your hips, thighs, and midsection, fibroids, endometriosis, extra breast tissue as men, insomnia, brain fog, depression, anxiety, irritability, low libido, fatigue, PCOS, sugar cravings, digestive issues, food sensitivities, you may just have this hormone dysregulation. So what do we do about it? This is a complex issue that takes a multifaceted approach. 1, eating a nutrient-rich diet. 2, de-stressing with techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, creating a supportive environment, which we talked about in the last video. 3, utilizing key nutraceuticals to give your body the building blocks it needs to balance hormones naturally. 4, getting sleep and rest. 5, moving your body. And 6, reducing your exposure to endocrine disruptors, which are synthetic chemicals that mimic our hormones. The great news is that when you take this one step at a time, you are going to see improvement that is going to help you take the next step. As I said in the last video, it's not an all or nothing. You don't have to do this perfectly. Just get moving in the right direction. This was a big one, and in our next video, we will talk about I. This one is one of those silent killers that people are not talking about. It's actually an awesome and necessary response in the body. But over time, it can wreak havoc. If you're ready right now to take charge of your weight, ditch that dieting, increase your energy, and live a life you love, then send me a private message or visit wellnessshifted.com to schedule a free discover call. I'll see you in the next one.